Uranus in Aries, how it shapes your personality and life. People born with Uranus and Aries in their natal chart are very inventive and imaginative, always coming up with new ideas to put into practice, finding the best and most efficient ways to accomplish their goals. These natives are very creative and determined to pursue their dreams with all their being, and won't ever let themselves be put down by others. Uranus in Aries in a nutshell. Style: pioneering and impulsive. Top qualities: astute and optimistic. Challenges: individualistic and insensitive. Advice: you need to accept disruption as part of life. Celebrities: Elvis Presley, Grace Kelly, Elizabeth Taylor. When they want to do something, nothing can ever hope to restrain them, not the social order and not the seemingly well-natured advice of their friends. It's a shame that they sometimes are very indecisive about the proper course of action that they should follow. Personality traits. With Uranus being the planet most known to deal with the idea of freedom, independence, and the reclaiming of freedom through anarchy, the unrestrained and dynamic Arians are in for quite a transformation. Natives born under this transit put forth their many ideas to bring unimaginable changes to the world, and in this sense, they can be looked upon by the coming generations. Even if their ideas are completely new with no one else supporting them, they won't back down just yet. Only the daring and bold could ever touch upon their full potential. Nothing good and significant was ever done without taking risks, and they recognize this fact as being present in any society. They're willing to follow their ideas to the end, and Uranus gives them the resourcefulness to overcome any obstacles and limitations. They can get the job done with efficiency and ability, and they are very perseverant to begin with. If you make a mistake, you'd better be prepared to learn from it, assimilate all the knowledge contained, and get better at doing it. That's how the Uranus Aries is doing things, and may appear as very intense when passing through these phases. In fact, people could be so offended and annoyed by their impulsive attitude, that they may even force them into a corner, in isolation. Their expectations in love. With relationships being the focus of the discussion, there's nothing much to say about the Uranus Aries. They are very passionate about expressing their feelings, and letting the other know exactly how deep the love is. With boldness and spontaneity, they won't hesitate before coming clean in front of you. There's no reason to waste time on melodramatic simulations, overthinking, presuppositions, fears. There's no time for that. These natives prefer meeting someone who's up to date with the new tech, connected to the current modern society, and not caught up in the age-old traditions of the past. Open-mindedness and flexibility, this is what they're looking for. The Uranus Aries is endowed with a certain flair for doing business. It's just like they can sniff out productive opportunities from a mile away, while also spotting those disadvantageous ones even faster. Put that together with the creativity and innovative sense, and you get an individual who'll wreck all the competition, come out on top against any and all challenges. Most importantly, for all their impetuousness and erratic behavior, they know the value of a solid dose of knowledge, and they are prepared to take up studying once more if the need arises. The good and the bad. These people are both able and very keen on trying new things, either personal ideas or just exciting things that they stumble upon. There's no one else quite like them in this respect. It doesn't matter if the rewards are a certainty, it doesn't even matter what compromises they have to make. Simply by engaging themselves in risky activities, in adventures that most other people would only dream of, they forget about anything else. Uranus manages to coalesce all this raw energy, all the potential that they're wasting on such erratic behavior, and put it to work for them. The planet's influence acts just like a blueprint, a framework for them to work with. Just as it normally goes, when one is good at something, it happens that disadvantages appear after a close analysis. Their creative impetuousness does bring them a lot of benefits, but that's only when it hits the mark. Faced with the opposite result, they will certainly blow their top and overreact quite fiercely when things don't go the way they want. They should learn to project a calmer attitude on the outside, and control their inner emotions better. The Uranus in Aries man. The Uranus Aries man is the type of guy who would enroll for a space exploration mission right now, if given the opportunity. Even with the prospect of never returning home, it would still be too exciting and intriguing to miss. Risky endeavors were always his cup of tea, just like trying new things. The world deserves to be explored, all the nooks and crevices to be brought to the light, and he wants to be the one who gets to do all that. This native is both spontaneous and edgy, never hesitating when it comes to satisfying his immediate desires, but wallowing in self-pity when it all fails. During those times, his partner ought to encourage him to try even harder, take him through his favorite activities, and bust him out of the prison of his own mind. It's all worth it because he can be a very devoted lover, when in a good mood. The Uranus and Aries woman. The Uranus Aries woman is more balanced than most other rams. She won't flip the tables on her first failures, nor will she act with reckless abandon when something enters her head. Introspection grants her the much-needed self-awareness, to take care of their overly enthusiastic personality. She has learned ever since she was young, that having principles and treating people nicely, will bring you endless benefits in the future. So this is why most people look upon her as a potential leader, of an entire generation. She wants to find someone who can appreciate their intellect and creativity, someone who can communicate with them on a deeper level.